The Big Bang Theory Season 3 episode review video. Before I get into that though, pretty important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers of funny moments that may happen in the episode. This will be The Big Bang Theory Season 3, Episode 22. The title of this episode is called The Staircase Implementation. And this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing watching the episode. Penny is painting her toenails when she hears Leonard and Sheldon arguing about the roommate agreement. You don't screw the roommate agreement screws you, says Sheldon. Leonard goes over to Penny's and asks if he can stay on her couch for the night. And then Leonard tells Penny that Sheldon actually used to be much worse when he met him. And then we have a flashback to Leonard first seeing the apartment. Someone comes out of an elevator. Yes, the elevator worked at one point, and he asked this person where to find Sheldon Cooper. The person who's actually played by Stephen Yeun, who was on The Walking Dead as Glenn, says, "Dude, run fast, run far." Leonard tells Penny that should have been the first clue, or that should have been his first clue, and then knocks on the wrong door, and the guy tells him, who's cross-dressing a little bit, that he wants the crazy guy across the hall. Clue number 2. And then Leonard meets Sheldon. He has to pass a few tests to be the roommate with Sheldon. He passed the second test, then he passes the third test, and then Leonard sees his room. Die, Sheldon, die is painted on the wall. Oh boy. Sheldon is going over each page of the roommate agreement. Leonard has brought his first female over, and Sheldon has informed him he's violated the roommate agreement because he didn't give enough notice. And then Sheldon's upset that Leonard has a couch in the apartment, and Sheldon's first meeting was with Howard and Raj during this altercation. And then Sheldon, when they're away, found his spot on the couch that he really likes. Howard, Leonard, and Raj decide to go to Howard's place to get away from Sheldon. A mini rocket explodes in the elevator, but before this happens, Sheldon actually saves Leonard's life and grabs it and puts it in there and shuts the elevator door. And Leonard's surprised that Sheldon didn't rat Leonard out to the landlord or the authorities. So Leonard goes back to the apartment and apologizes to Sheldon for adjusting the thermostat. That was the whole argument was about. And asks Sheldon if he can, or if he minds, since he's not really doing anything about reading, if he can watch TV. But Babylon 5 is on, which upsets Sheldon, as he doesn't like that show, even if he's not paying attention to it. And then you see Penny in her apartment, and she hears them start arguing again. And Sheldon said he's going to turn the apartment flag upside down to show that there's something go wrong going on in the apartment. And she smiles as the episode ends. So this was a funny episode of Big Bang Theory. Could have been a lot better, though. I'm going to give the episode an 8.5 out of 10. The character of the episode is going to be Sheldon, as it should be, because he's fucking hilarious. And as far as Penny in this episode, because many of you know, the reason why I watched Big Bang Theory is I saw Penny, and I'm like, who the hell is that? Oh, so I started watching the show because of Penny. So I'm going to give her in this episode an 8.4 out of 10. So now that you've heard what I have to say, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Big Bang Theory, or perhaps young Sheldon, make sure you smash that like button. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Share the video with whomever you want, or if you want to put this on your social media platforms, please do so. I'm not asking you to do that, but I would appreciate it. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of Big Bang Theory. What would you score it? Who would be your character of the episode? I know it's hard. And if you want to rate Penny, you can do that, or your favorite moment of the episode. I like when Sheldon says he's going to turn the apartment flag upside down to show that there's something wrong going on. And then last but certainly not least, you're watching the video anyway, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.